Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. I'm running just a few minutes behind because the Be Alive wouldn't start. So I'm going to try to pull it together on this Thursday. So hello and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Cosmic Heart Connection, where I have you connect to the deepest part of your soul. I am your host, Tawnya Moseley. So thank you guys for joining and clicking on. My mission is to help people activate and expand their spiritual gifts. So thank you guys for joining. I've got a fantastic, I don't even know if it's a topic, but things that we're going to talk about today. Hello, everybody. Good morning. I'm so glad you guys are clicking on. So if you guys could do one small step on our mission to raise the vibration of the planet and really say that again. Get people to become more aware of self and self-love and light and realizing that they're not the only person on this planet and not to feel alone. Please, you guys share out this message. Yes, happy Thursday, you guys. Happy Thursday. I'm so glad you guys are here. Good morning. So we're just going to kind of hop on and start with what the topic, if you guys noticed. Yes, I know. Good morning. Good morning. So we kind of talked about, it's fascinating because I've had a few readings, and if you guys haven't seen any of my videos this past week, they've been pretty intense. So check those over at Talking with the Angels and Beyond. So Archangel Jophiel, it's funny because I always, you guys know I pronounce everybody's name wrong. And Archangel, I always call her Josephine. I don't know why, I just do. But Friday here to me. Oh, well, hello down under, I'm assuming. She's been coming in very strong this morning in the past couple of readings I've been having. So I was like, you know what? Let's talk about her. So if you guys are not familiar with this archangel, she is divine beauty. And she brings up, it's funny because she spreads like her wings, and to me, she comes in kind of like a lighter pink. This is kind of why I posted, like, watch, let me. Hello. So see how his is pink, Tony's like that's like pink and yellow. So that's the first comment that came up. So hello, Tony. So those colors are kind of how she comes to me. So and she's, when you invite her into your energy, and she brings in this beautiful connection. So I slow down. I invite you guys to all invite Archangel Jophiel to come in. I call her Josephine, to come into your energy. Wrap her. Let her wrap your energy with this divine beauty. It's soft. It smells flowery. She is a great archangel to call upon anybody who's needing to remember self-love, divine beauty, divine grace, helping with studies, and anybody who's trying to, you're using the words level up, education, not only here on earth, but here, but also in spirit, yes, in the spiritual realm. Bringing in deeper knowledge and self connection and wisdom. She channels support and guidance. She really helps you, pulls you up here. She just, like, wherever you're at, she just helps you slow down, pulls you into this beautiful, deep connection. Whew, okay. Okay. When you sit into the energy of the archangels, can feel light. It can feel a different temperature change. It can feel very I know, because they're bringing me to the thing of kind of lightheaded, very airy. She rushes over you with this deep, deep connection. Such a connection with soul, such a connection with self-love. So funny. I'm getting distracted by spirit because they're wanting this to bring in, and they go, answer some questions. And I want you to bring in this energy, invoke in this this connection. And okay, so we'll answer a few people's questions. I had a feeling we were going to do that, but I want to sit with this energy of Jophiel because I'm lifting you up and putting you here. So anybody who's anywhere needing a message, I invite you to call on this energy, sit here, kind of melt away fears and anxieties and worries. I'm gonna get called on to slow down, to each kind of question. I invite you guys to kind of sit in this space as I channel messages and answer people's question. The more, as Spirit is telling me for today, the more specific your question, the better that clarity is going to come in. So if you're wanting a question or an answer, like, be specific unless you're wanting broad, and I'll go broad. This is immediately who I got drawn to, the first thing that came up. So I'm connecting. I'm going to try to go slower today. Kathleen, they had me sit into your heart, into your center. And I could feel the rhythm of your heart. And I have a little bit of having to catch my breath. So I feel like a little bit of anxiety. And we're going to sit into that and we're going to clear. So I'm slow down. I'm really working with Jophiel with this because it's going to bring in this loving energy with anybody and everybody who's here. And, okay. Woo, I'm getting multitask. Okay, I'm going to put a funnel kind of into where we need to go. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm laughing, Kathleen, because I said I felt a little. So this is how Spirit works with me. If this is your first time ever watching me or getting a reading from me, I will talk and channel, and then because you guys are visuals, you want to see what I'm saying. They're gonna back it up with cards. So I said I felt a little kind of anxiety, and I said into your heart. Card that flew out was let go, say goodbye, and hello to new. So this anxiety that, and it's not even a lot, it's like just a little bit of, like this, that's left here, that's settling in your heart, that no longer serves you. It is time to let go of that. And they go like this to bring on fresh new things. Because we're going to do this. So Archangel Jophiel is working with you right now to kind of let go of the fear and everything else. Remember when I just prayed a second ago? So that's kind of what I was talking about. I'm sitting into this space of letting go. So this is kind of where you're needing to go. You've definitely so got this. Just ask for guidance. That's why I'm working with Josephine today. It's funny because I heard Emily all the time, and then they showed me in your dreams. So they're coming to you before bed, and when you, I know, right before you go to sleep. It's funny because one is on either side of you. So, and I know somebody asked about a passing, their son had passed away and get a message. I don't do a lot of mediumship readings. So I do have a couple people that I recommend mediumship readings. If you want to message me on my page, talkingwiththeangels.com, I can refer a couple people. I work with Jamie Foxx and Michael Christopher, who does mediumship readings if you want to book mediumship readings with them. Okay? Okay, whoa. There you are again. Okay. Lisa, I was trying to click on yours and then a whole bunch of come up and then you came up again. So I'm glad because Spirit Slow Down is telling me to I know what you said, anything for me, and it says say that again. It's the stress because I'm feeling it in my back and in here along my back, and it was talking about that's awesome. Sorry, I'm gonna post that one. So the stress that you're needing to let go of. And yes, Lisa. So this stress, this tension is kind of blocking you into feeling them around. So I feel like we're needing, this is why I said this kind of meditation when we first set in, is sitting into this energy, into this, and dropping into our center. When I talk to people on my shows, I do, my events, I tell them, don't think here and fall way into here. So fall right into your center and breathe. And let go of the tensions and the stress. They're showing me so much on your back and into your neck because I feel like it needs to melt away. Slow down, asking the archangels and the guides to help you connect with this. You're a feeler. It's just you're so tight right now. Like it's hard for you to feel them when they're around, but they're totally around with you. So once the tension and this kind of like because they're showing me like a massage and doing yoga and Lorelei stretching this out, you're going to be able to feel the connection again. That's where we're at, Lisa. Okay. Whoa. I know. Sylvia said, like, know if the messages are getting are, what did you say? Yes, but then all of a sudden you go like this and you question. So it's funny how everything I'm saying is backing up because you guys are definitely kind of all asking the same kind of questions as, am I in alignment? Am I feeling this? When I say drop into here, as soon as you when you get a message, Sylvia, don't think, just do. Like drop all the way here, and as soon as you get it, be like, okay, I'm just going to go with it. Because if you see me, they're moving me. And so move in that direction and don't think. So as soon as you get something, move. Okay, Ashley. That's funny. I accidentally called somebody Ashley this morning. So you're meant to be here, and I don't think you're here very often. So this is exciting. So they brought me to Archangel Gabriel, and they brought up communication. Communicating clearly. Activating your deepest thoughts. And they show me lodged into your brain that's so deep, and being able to communicate these clearly. I feel like, meaning you are a lot in your head and you're needing to communicate clearly on the things that your heart desires that you no longer align to, but you kind of keep just letting it happen, that it's time to communicate what your heart desires and let go of the things that don't serve you anymore. See? I'm so excited about this. So when you do that, when you start letting go, and let's talk about this global message, pay you back message, when you start talking, say this again, really start communicating how you feel. And this, you want to talk about clearing blocks. Everybody talks about clearing blocks in your chakra. This is going to be a double message for anybody who's asking a lot of this thing, a lot of the same question. How do I clear blocks? How do I feel stuck? I feel this. And I talked about this, and it's funny because Ashley, there's things like when we talk about this, Spirit gives us ideas, and there's parts, where the ego mind can can override those things that Spirit brings into our mind. And there's things that you're needing to say, Ashley, to clear. Yes, because it bring me, just say that the things that you're wanting, because once you do that, happy news is coming. Then all of a sudden it's like, I'm saying this, I'm speaking it, the energy is out there, and it comes back to me. I have a lot of people who've come to me and said, how do I get my energy to align to attract, law of attraction, manifest the things that I'm wanting, that's inside my heart, that's lying within my heart, that I know that I deserve and what's right. And I think her name was Lisa, when I was talking about your back, sometimes we get so wound up. And this is why Jophiel, I call her Josephine, came in so strong, is it's relaxing, letting go, knowing that you deserve whatever, ... feeling this. And this is why, Ashley, it's so strong, because it's in here. The knowledge is in here. And they're saying, speak it, let it go and speak. Because this is when things start slow down, snowballing. As soon as you proclaim and they go birthright on what you deserve, and know it with every part of your energy and your physical, and you announce it into the universe, things start beginning, they listen. And when you slow down, when you feel stuck into resistance, you need to feel and breathe into that resistance and ask yourself, why am I feeling resistance? What is blocking me, and why am I allowing myself to be blocked? Beverly, you need to write. You need to write. So your first thing came up. It says, how do I use new information that comes in? You need to write. Because it helps you kind of process and see and digest it. So writing would be great for you. So this brings trust on a whole new level. And I taught this about a year ago. Because I get this question a lot, is when I feel something like, how do I trust it? How do I move in that direction? And I kind of do this simple, little thing I talk about in my classes. So let's say, piggyback message. So you have multiple paths open in front of you. You go, okay, I kind of feel like I should go to B. I'm trying to trust my intuition. I'm trying to feel like I should go in this direction. And Spirit said, lead, go in that direction. And when you start leaning in that direction, if it becomes hard, you're hitting walls, it becomes, like you're forcing that path to try to happen, then you need to pull back and say, you know what? That's okay. I was feeling that. It taught me, and I'm going to say this 3 times, it taught me to listen to myself. But I'm going to pull back, and I'm going to try a different avenue. And then you lean into something else. When we go through experiences in our life, it's not we made a wrong decision. It is not you chose in that time, in that moment, and where you are at in your life to experience what was presented in front of you. It's not ever a wrong choice. It's a choice you made to experience, to connect to whoever is around you. So when you not second guess yourself and move in that direction, if you feel resistance, Spirit is saying, maybe this isn't the best path for you, pull back and reconnect. It's not stopping and thinking, it's stopping and feeling. You're so welcome, love. Oh, and I saw Ashley's. You guys are typing so fast, this pops it up. And okay, so Paula, we talked about that. Anything for me? And this whole trust thing that I just got done with the last question, still falling into that trust. I will tell you, you guys, we're going to talk about that. I have had to fall into trust deeper and deeper and deeper into my spiritual journey. Spirit will give me something else, and I'm like, oh, this is foreign. Doesn't feel right. But I've had to sit and trust and say, you know what? I'm just going to trust, because we see kind of this, and they see all of this and into the future. Your team has your back and knows exactly where you need to go. It's like questioning your parents. You know what I mean? When you're younger, you're like, I want to do it my way. You know, I want to eat candy at night. And your parents know best. So it's kind of like looking at that spirit knows best. And sometimes, like, I remember, like, total TMI right here. I was in a relationship after my ex-husband before I met my current husband, because I was a single mom. You know, I met my husband now. It was a 3-year gap. And I was in a relationship, and I loved him. Oh, I loved him. And I was like, we definitely had twin flame, like soul relationship. And I just loved him. And he broke my heart. And I was like, God, why don't you want me to be happy? Like, this is the person, like this, you know what I mean? This is awesome. You know, I was just so heartbroken. And I was in that situation, and I was sad because I loved him so much, and he didn't love me the same. And, oh, my hair's looking crazy. And, I knew in the heart of me, even through the pain, that God had something better for me, that my team had something better for me. As much as I loved him, I knew that we weren't meant to be together. And I trusted that I was just going to figure it out. And then I ended up meeting my husband. So you just kind of have to not guess. Teresa's asking, how do you figure out your gifts? Figure out their, what? Okay. So I think you're asking, like, how do you figure out your gifts? So that's something I'm very good at, but I tell everybody, our soul, our knowing, our feeling is our activation system. It is our tool. It is what we were born with. It is how we got here. It's our soul, and it is how we've gone through many lives. So our soul has so many beautiful gifts, so many tools. Each one of us came in with very unique tools and experience and gifts. And it's like they're showing me an oyster and an onion, and you just dive into your soul because you start remembering things. Like a year ago, there's things I did in the beginning that I didn't know I could do, and I did it a year later. And when you drop into your center, and that's why when I channel and I talk about self-expression and growth and dropping into your center, and everybody probably gets tired of hearing it, but I will tell you, every time you fall into this beautiful mosh pit of self, and you go deeper and deeper and deeper within yourself, you find new pieces, new tools, new gifts within yourself that you may not have known before. So when you ask, how does somebody figure out their gifts? I tell you to drop all the way down into your knowing. Because everybody knows when a room feels funky, or somebody's in a bad mood, or you feel like somebody needs you. The more you fall into your knowing is when you start recognizing your other gifts. That's probably the strongest tool I can say to use to find even more of how beautiful you are, is falling into your soul, into your center. Because we all have the gift of knowing. Just some of us kind of forgot to use it. So Kim asks about flashlights. Oh, I love this question. I love this question. So, I swear I should do like a video on close your eyes. What do you see? I do this with children and it's like so fun because I did this and then she goes, I see a duck and this and this and this. So in a very heady sense, Kimberly, how do you say it? I'm just going to channel it because I don't know if I can make a logical sense. And I'm going to answer Diana's question too. The light behind your eyes is the knowledge, the channel, the power that's coming in, the energy that's coming in from our divine. And we get specks or even sees this with our eyes open, our eyes closed. It's your connection with the divine is here. So it's energy is the best way I can describe is what you're seeing behind. It's energy that's flooding through. This is a very cheesy answer, Diana, on how do you know? How do you step into your knowing? Meditation. And everyone's like, oh, I can't meditate. I didn't say you have to like count beads and do malas, and some people can't do guided meditations, but anything that sits you out of your mind. So I know a lot of people are like, when I'm cleaning, it's like I'm meditating. So when I'm cleaning, I'm like meditating and I get all this information. A lot of people go on walks and that's very meditative for them. It doesn't mean you have to be laying down, Shavasana in a meditation. It can be any time where you're out of here and you start filling into here. So, yeah. So, and like, I want to talk again about the light behind your eyes. Like, slow down, ask clarity. Feel into that. There's so times, you guys, my eyes, and they always talk about third eye opening, and that's like a whole other heady, and I don't have time to talk about that today, heady conversation, but there's times where my eyes are completely closed and it is like a beaming flashlight in my eyes, like blinding me, and I'm like, my eyes are closed and I'm getting blinded by light. But that's God's light. That's saying, hello, you are connected. You are a divine light source being connected to our heart, to our maker, to our creator. So it's just energy. It's just light saying hello. So that's kind of where you're at. Oh, thank you so much. So I'm so sorry if I didn't get to your guys' questions. Lots of piggyback messages. I like to sprinkle these in, throughout my videos. Channel messages. Thank you, Archangel Jophiel. You guys, thank you so much for stepping into your energy. Thank you for, all the messages, all the clarity. You guys, if you're wanting to book a reading, I am having if you're new to me, stay tuned. I've got something coming to my page you might be interested in. So you guys, thank you for clicking on. If you want to set up a reading or want to watch more of my videos, talkingwiththeangels.com to book Talking with the Angels and Beyond, my Facebook page. You guys are welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. And stay tuned. There's more fantastic hosts on the Academy, and I will see you guys all next Thursday. Love.